There's a reason.
Oh, hello.
Yo, what's going on?
That was what we call movie magic, everyone. All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
No need to brag about it, Jake. All right.
When you got it, you got it. That's all.
Well, we couldn't talk during it, which was frustrating, and YouTube seemed to be a few seconds behind.
No, there was a 30-second count up, so it gives people time to adjust, set up the atmosphere, the mood. Okay. I got it out last second. That's why I didn't say anything. I got it out literally last second. That was like a last minute.
Some of us just like to keep it simple, not add the bells and whistles, but that's just other people,
When it's your turn again,
Okay.
But there we go. Oh, someone's watching us. Someone already commented. Oh, it's Austin. He said boo. That was kind of sad. The way I found that out was kind of sad.
I wonder who could have said that. Forever mystery.
Yeah.
That was kind of sad.
He was really excited. That's kind of sad for real. Someone's watching the stream already. Oh, boo, Jake.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny that we have a picture on this thumbnail that's not even on the list.
It's true.
Yeah, we do.
No,
actually, no. That's not true because I did add it to the list last second.
Yeah.
Last second? Well, I'm not seeing it.
Just for you.
I don't see it.
Well, it's not on the list, but it's on my list.
Okay. Okay. As long as the picture's there, so I can chat about one of these topics, we're good.
So, Jake, you're pulling a Norman Osborn, right? Writing people's names down on your personal list, aren't you? Who's done me wrong?
Do it. This week, for better or worse, whoever you're voting for, we'll have a new president.
Please go vote. I swear to gods, please go vote. That's important.
I swear. I'm gonna be like what was his name? Gale from Hunger Games. While everybody's out there doing their votes, I'm just gonna be out there looking at the sky. That's it.
I might not be able to vote. I don't know my ID is.
This is a valuable information. You don't need your ID. You're in like Georgia. You just need your license. You need either a voter ID or you need a license. You can get a voter ID from the DMV. So
I'm not going to DMV do that
shit. My voter ID card is technically outdated because it's for my old address, but I could still vote because I have a driver's license. Normal fucking person.
The DMVs and in Georgia are very quick. At least on that.
No, they're not.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you after.
I don't know what day you went where God himself helped you out. But the last time I was there, I was there for 2 hours. So I'm not doing it.
You know what? I'll tell you the one I went to because it's always quick. I have to go there for like several days because of a car incident. It was very quick every time.
Instead of watching the election,
y'all keep trying to pressure me. I'm gonna actively vote for the guy y'all don't want me to vote for.
I'm trying to help you. You said no. Help you figure out where you're going.
I'll put my faith in God that whoever wins just wins.
Yeah,
we're not going to get the results until this weekend, apparently, because of the amount of violence. So
it was the same as what's it called 4 years ago too. The official results weren't in until the Saturday. So yeah.
So I get to stress out less during Twilight trivia. Let's go.
But hey, here's some advice. If you're worried about the election, as long as you did everything you could do, just do something else. You don't have to stress out.
Just take a nap. Take a nap.
Or if you didn't and you realize it doesn't affect you that much, eat a bowl of cereal.
It will affect you. Go vote. And then you can go look at the sky, like what Cryptid is doing.
It's always go vote. So you vote for the guy you don't want.
Or you just vote for the person you do want. And then you just have a better life.
Haven't voted since my first time after high school. Don't intend to anytime in the future.
You know what? We'll discuss that later, but I feel like we should get started soon.
Gotcha. All right. Well, okay. Let's get it going. Welcome to Comic Fanatic Live. You're here with us, the Fanatics.
And I get to start first because I'm the one doing it. So I am.
Oh yeah, it's Cryptid Break Week.
Yay.
Today, as of for now, I am the head honcho of this establishment.
Yeah. Yeah, audience, and if Jake proves himself to be that much better at this than me, I'll do the honors of giving him the bill for StreamYard going forward.
Hey!
Yay!
We'll discuss that later.
Yeah. Come on, Jake. Come on.
Oh, I introduced myself. You go.
Okay. Cryptid Seeker 415 here. Just looking at the sky tomorrow, audience.
Ace Comics, Bricky Wall. I feel like we should move Cryptid all the way to the back of the line if we're gonna do intros. That he's not in the front. I don't like still being third. Okay.
I know,
We're
and
gonna
I'm
do it
still
like
last.
that.
What is this? For Wednesday, besties.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, regardless, I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he. And if you like women, if you like goth girls, and if you like communist neurodivergent penguins, you come to the right place, besties.
Yeah. And together we form the Fanatics, and we talk about the news and reviews of the week. And tonight, on this special night, is our news night. We talk about a bunch of news stuff, no comic stuff, or no video game stuff. That's not even tomorrow, actually, because we're taking that day
Yeah,
off.
so just to let you know, audience, we won't be live tomorrow, but we will be live Wednesday. So I
Yep.
will send that on the Twitter when we get to it.
Yes,
Gee.
but we have some interesting topics for you. It seems like most of it is, a good chunk of it is Marvel stuff, but we also have some, old TV shows from the past, some new movie sequels coming up, some things I'd never heard of before, and a bunch of other stuff. So stay tuned. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Helps us a lot. Also, comment on what you feel about the topics that we talk about. And also, here's something you could answer today. What is I don't know. What's your favorite Ben 10 alien? I kind of did that on the spot. My bad.
What's your favorite Castlevania?
They don't relate to episode, man.
Yeah. What's your favorite Godzilla movie? There you go.
What's your favorite
Favorite
Castlevania
symbiote.
game? And who is your favorite goth icon? Let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah. Speaking of comments, we have a social media page that Witch knows very deeply much about.
Yes, I do. As I'm looking at the Miku figure right in front of me, she tells me to tell you guys the socials or else she's gonna strangle me at night. So I guess I'm doing that now. First of all, please subscribe to the YouTube channel like we just said, because like I said, if you don't, Miku will strangle you. And don't forget, turn on the notification bell so that you always are remembered that we are live or when we post a video or whatever. Anyways, you can also follow us on Twitter. If you're too lazy to press a bell icon, you can follow us on Twitter at ComicFanatic69. Sometimes, if you're lucky, I'll post art on there if I remember to actually post art on there when I actually have it. So, follow us on there. We post the links and updates, just in case if you're like, what, my schedule's off because they didn't post today. Go on the Twitter. You will learn. Anyways, if you don't want to follow these nerds, but if you want to follow your boy, you can follow me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. I do like to post things on there, so stay tuned for that, I guess. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim, and that's with a U, not with an E, it's with a U. You can also follow me on Tumblr and Blue Sky and Space Hey. If you want to follow me on there, it's at Northstar Aria. And if you want to follow me on Gaia Online, you can follow me at Witch of Jotun. Or Witch of Jotunheim. I can't remember at the top of my head. But if you want to find Mr. Bricky Wall over here, he is currently a brick wall, bright blue eyes, and some hot because he is giving those makeup companies some by buying the blush. My credit card. My money just for hot pink blush, guys. Remember that. You have any words about that, Austin?
I can't buy this my credit card. People will talk about it.
I mean, he catches feedback, so it's fine. Anyways, if you want to find Mr. Jake Tidal, where are you currently, Jake?
We actually were venturing back to Motunui, but we will be back in Motunui next
Oh
week.
my fucking god, bro!
Yeah.
You can go there. Now,
And
if you want to know,
It's
if
been
you want to know
it's been
what,
97 years.
no,
for
hang on.
real.
We
Anyways,
we
doing
finished
doing
we
Austin some favors and some justice right
listen,
now.
we
Cryptid
finished
is currently in the same place as he always been, just looking at the sky. If you want to know where I am, good luck. I'm hanging out with some hot vampires. Because I can.
Which
listen,
what's the Castlevania game with Summer Cruise called?
Arya and Dawn of Sorrow.
Okay.
Which, fun fact, audience, I will be planning on cosplaying him, so stay tuned on my social medias. Anyways, yeah, that's all.
okay. Without further ado, let's get into the topics. Topic 1. Who's gonna take it?
Not it, because I don't know what it is.
Oh my god.
Austin, this is you, buddy.
Knull is
Oh,
rumored to be the villain of the Sinister Six. You took too long, and
you
now
lied to me.
what are you talking
Kirby lied to me. He said it was my turn. It's all me. And you said it.
Oh,
about?
well,
Yeah.
thank you, commenter, for your commentary in the
That's
comment
awesome.
section. I wanted to agree.
Anyway, so how do we feel that Knull is the villain of the Sinister Six? It either means Knull is really lame, or this
I
team
don't
is gonna be.
know.
I
He needs
ra-
an ego boost somehow.
I rather this be Null being handled by Sony because I don't want the MCU to have to feel like obligated to continue on with this route.
I don't
Absolutely.
trust anyone with Null right now.
Mhm.
Why don't you
I
tell them
mean,
who the Sinister Six is since you brought them up in the title?
Yeah. Cryptid. Who is the Sinister Six?
okay, so based on who we have available right now in the Sony universe audience, the Sinister Six we only know about 5 so far, right? It will be comprised of Craven the Hunter, Vulture, Morbius, Eddie Brock, and dang, who was the last person?
Yo, mama.
She wishes. I forgot who the last person
I
was.
mean, she
Maybe
could, but
Rhino?
nothing's stopping her.
Gotcha. But maybe
Uh,
Rhino?
it's
Who do you
most
know?
likely either gonna be Rhino or they're gonna do Scorpion because he just needs a suit and they'll have to do a whole movie for him,
Yep. And we
or they'll
still.
introduce somebody in the movie itself.
Mhm. I think that would probably be best. I mean, because regardless, like we're talking about just these 5 people alone. You're telling me these 5 people are going to be in charge of fighting a god? Really? Like,
Well, it's probably gonna be Madam Web's gonna assemble them and listen. I know of a
Oh,
powerful
God. Not
oh
god
wait,
Madam Web.
oh
that is.
yeah, that was actually part of this news article too, which apparently Madam Web is going to have to be involved in the fight against Null.
Yes,
Or,
I was saying.
Dakota Johnson doesn't want anything to do with these movies. What
Yeah,
is
Jake, you don't have to talk louder. I just picked up the motherfucker.
well, they don't need Dakota Johnson, which if they could get at least one of those other 3 girls to be part of it, that's basically their
No,
2 cents, you know?
no, the other 3 girls confirmed. They only
They
signed on
cast
because
Madam Web to be the
this
old
allowed
lady
them to do
that
other
broke up
films.
with Bestie.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy,
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, what did you say, Austin? Sorry, which was talking
the
at the same
other
time.
the other actresses only signed on so WB or no, so Sony can sign on for their other films they want to do. Uh, Sydney Sweetie said she signed on so anything but good, I believe it's called, can get made.
Uh huh.
As long as she did that film, like everybody had to cut a deal for why they did that film. Nobody wanted to be in that film.
Oh wow. Okay, I guess. So sorry to all the people who were looking for the payoff for Madam Web, but
Eh,
is what it is. Like, yeah.
A great
like,
movie, Madam
oh my god, the way that they freaking advertised those fucking costumes, like for the
And,
for the 3 girls, and then only tease it for like 0.5 seconds.
I know.
And plus,
All
this movie
right.
was just bad. Like, it wasn't like it was also it was also boring, which
Mm-hmm.
sucks. You know,
That's
at
what I
least
heard.
like Morbius wasn't that boring. I mean, it was boring, but it was still bad.
Morbius was just generic, really, right
It
down to the
wasn't that
bad,
good either.
right down to the bad guy. Like, oh yeah, like this guy, he's just here because we need the bad guy to have the exact same powers as Morbius. So um, let's see. As far as this movie goes,
They
oh,
also cut out the actual villain he was meant to play. Oh, that's
really,
not good.
we're hearing an echo.
Oh.
Did it? Let me try something. Might be me. Oh, wait, do you guys hear the echo?
No.
Okay. Somebody just logged off.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Austin. Okay. But, okay, going back to the subject matter at hand. How do you guys feel, ultimately? Good news, bad news, relieved?
Was it me?
I think it
Oh,
was
it was
you,
you.
Austin.
No, it was
I
not.
think
I didn't leave yet.
But
It was not.
regardless,
the
knowing
echo
how I
situation's
know
gone.
Marvel's gonna handle all this, they're gonna pull what they're doing with some of their other villains in some of their other movies and nerf down Knull, and I'm not excited about that.
But this is so. But
They
this is
did it. They
Sony,
did it for
which
everybody though. Even heroes, every hero in the film get nerfed. They're not thrown
They're
these
gonna,
quickly.
have, they're gonna have the one thing they need, the MacGuffin that's gonna kill him, and that's what they gotta hunt for. So
The power of
No, but they technically do.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
They're
what
just
I'm
gonna
telling
use
you.
that. I'm saying he's not. I'm saying he's gonna be strong, but they're gonna find the one thing that can kill him, and they're gonna use that. So.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it already exists. They just don't want to use it. I know what it is.
I mean, the
I know what
MacGuffin.
it
They're
is.
gonna make it.
Can I say what I know what it is?
What?
What?
It's the power of gay aliens.
The
Gay alien sex. Fight me
well,
on.
well,
Okay.
Noel had to be doing something with the aliens if he was spending a millennium down there in their prison. So
Of
you know.
course. Of
Yep.
course.
Yep.
He's gonna see the relationship between Eddie and Venom, and he's gonna be like, "Whoa, what is this?
Okay,
I want some of that."
Grendel, my symbiote dragon, get over here.
That's bestiality. That's not an alien thing anymore. That's
Gotcha.
animal.
Gotcha.
What are we now?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the Guffin that's gonna kill Knull.
Gotcha. Yeah. But yeah,
Anti-Venom.
realistically, with the team you have going up against Knull, you do need a MacGuffin. Oh, and speaking of
It's
which,
anti-venom.
yeah, pretty much that's the best way you can introduce anti-venom at this point. So, another caveat to this news, we noticed they didn't mention the sixth member yet.
Like I said, Cryptid, it's gonna be your mama.
What?
The people that are. Go ahead, which?
She can fit perfectly in there. She's gonna be the one that's gonna kill Knull for good. She's gonna
The best people.
expose Knull to whatever Eddie and Venom got going on.
Mm-hmm.
The bets people have are Spider-Man, leading from Spider-Man 4, Scorpion, who would just been in the universe the same time Vulture got here, I guess. You want to put it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They were in the same prison after all.
Yep.
We already said Rhino if he survives. But some people think they might surprise you and bring in one of the three from the original Tom McGuire trilogy as like the last guy.
Really? Huh. Okay, I mean, it's not like those actors are doing anything nowadays anyway, so, you know. I still would find it funny if they do bring in Boomerang, you know.
Bro, they can't do the superior foe. They're not doing it.
At least some call out, you know. Bring in Boomerang played by Zac Efron, audience. Y'all want that, even if you don't think you do. So, but
He just came back to life, by the way.
I forgot all about that. So, alrighty then. Any final thoughts on this before we move on, guys?
No, I'm posting a tweet. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. It's coming whether we want it or not. So,
How does it affect Spider-Man's legacy?
It's not really because it's just gonna be it's just gonna be affecting all the Venom stuff in his own parking lot.
That depends. If this isn't, if Spider-Man 4 isn't the team up, if Spider-Man's the last member, and like, see, we did something no one else did. We put Spider-Man on the Sinister thing.
You see,
think that's cool?
You see, this is the roll of dice Disney's making because Disney always is changing scripts at the last minute nowadays, so they're just waiting to see what they can or can't do on a given day, you know. So yeah, this is what it is. Any final thoughts, guys?
No, move on.
Gotcha. All right, Jake. Go ahead.
Well, we're on to our next topic now.
Which is for me, nerds. Don't steal my thunder. So, according to the Emily the Strange accounts, there is going to be an animated film, thank fuck, that is in the works from Warner Bros. And Bad Robot. If you don't know who Emily the Strange is, she is like a 13-year-old little goth girl who is awesome. That's a fun noise. So yeah, I saw this on their official TikTok account, and I was like, I gotta send this to the guys. Hold on. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I know not everyone knows about iconic 90s and 2000s goth icons, but I know about her, and she's cool. Trust. We don't have much information, because it just came out, but we know that it's an animated movie. So, yeah, and we're gonna have some cool people on it, hopefully. So, I'm glad that it's animated and not live action, because it will not work. So, yeah. I think it would be cool if in the future we did get more iconic goth icons from like the 90s and 2000s to have like animated films winning. I love Lenore the Little Dead Girl. She's great. Maybe a Ruby Gloom movie. I don't know. I love Ruby Gloom. Canada, do something right with your lives and give us Ruby Gloom. More. We need more of it. Thank you.
Hey, retro's all the rage these days,
Yeah.
So,
Warner Bros. Bad Robot, do not disappoint my ass because I will fight you. And I hope that it's in the same style where it's just like monochromatic with red, so black, white, and red. I think that'll be slay, but I fear that she's gonna turn out the way that Wednesday Addams did, and I'm kind of scared because if you know anything about Emily, she is not like Wednesday. They are two completely different characters. But
that's where the studios will come in and saying like, oh, Wednesday's pretty big right now, so yeah, let's get that influence.
Yeah,
that's on the table. I guarantee you that.
I'm just hope that she doesn't become too mainstream because I will be scared on how the normies handle her because I don't trust y'all bitches. Let me have my goth icons in peace.
Gotcha.
But anyways, yeah, that's all the information we have. We don't have much information. Crossing fingers that it's good because if it's shit, I'm gonna be very mad.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right then. With that, let's move on.
Yes, that's minus one topic off the board. Am I right, fellas? Because we're on to the next one.
What the fuck was that?
Go ahead. You gonna make this shitty joke? Go ahead.
Into Godzilla -1.
The sequel got announced.
-2.
It was not confirmed to be a sequel. It's just the guy's making another Godzilla film.
Oh, okay. But then, dang it, articles. Why'd you have to post like a picture from the Godzilla -1 movie on it?
What? I don't know.
Because it's the same director. But he didn't. Yeah, he didn't confirm if he was doing a sequel or not. Is either gonna be a sequel for with Godzilla fights another monster or another new take on Godzilla from him? He said he also had those ideas.
Ah, okay. Well, as long as it keeps up the quality, I mean, Godzilla -1 just kind of felt like one of those movies where let's just leave it as a one and done movie. I mean, the spirit of Godzilla will still be living on in other properties, other movies, and other versus matchups and monster stuff and that stuff. But -1, all right, it had as happy of an ending as you could get for people.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I feel like if you tease a post-credit scene or saying, "Oh, he could come back," then you should probably do something about him coming back, even if it's just like a short film.
Gotcha.
That was my problem. What is called Shin Godzilla. I love Shin Godzilla, and they teased him going to his fifth form and him waking up later, and then they decided, "Fuck that, we're going to do a whole new Godzilla." Well, it's what it is. Yeah, I thought this topic was going to be much more juicier than it seems.
When we announced it, it could be anything.
It could be anything, just like the last topic.
Could be anything.
That's true. Do you guys have any final
What
thoughts on
mon-
this?
what monster would you want to see this guy tackle in his more realistic style if they do the verses like you said?
Let's see. What monster would? You know what? I want to see. I keep forgetting that one giant. He's not a kaiju, but he was a fan submission. He almost was like Ultraman in a way.
Jaguar?
Jaguar. Yeah, that one. I want to see them
I
try to
guess I
make
could
that
see
guy
the
happen.
government build a giant robot to try to fight him.
Yeah. Oh boy, dude. I wonder what that kid's family must think of now when they look at Jin Jaguar. Hey, our grandparent created that character, and we're not getting any residuals or compensation for that character.
Yep.
It was all in the spirit of just having someone create a character, and it was just rewarding enough to see that character in the big screen. Once upon a time, that was a thing, audience.
Mm.
There
Yeah.
is a Godzilla monster that was supposed to be in the movie, but didn't make it, and they put him in a game that I kind of want to see this guy make canon. I think they were like Bag On or something.
Uh-huh.
Let
Is
me
that
see
the
if I
one
can
that evaded?
find it.
Is that the one that evaded Gotham when they had that whole Justice League versus Godzilla comic?
No,
Oh, okay.
you're talking about the Skull Crawlers from King of the Monsters.
Hmm. No, I'm talking about giant bats.
No, that's for the con. That's the monster from the King Kong prequel film. Prequel comic. He
Ah,
fights out
okay.
on his island.
Hmm.
Bagon is. I guess I'll put a picture. I didn't expect
Hmm.
this to happen, but he's called the Three-Faced Monster. He was supposed to be in one of the old films. Didn't happen. They put him in one of the Godzilla fighting games,
Hmm.
and that was all last time we saw him. So we're getting another monster versus. It's in pics if you want to see it, but this is
Okay.
Bagon.
Ooh, okay. Let me see it.
So I was like, go ahead, and just make him canon. And he's like the only real Godzilla monster they kept wanting to do and kept putting it off, and he just never showed up.
Wow. Okay. It's the only hope at this point. So, alrighty then. Okay. You guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Jake.
All right. Wait, check this out. All right, ready for it?
Hmm.
See the screen?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm announcing this one.
What the hell?
Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill's first look on King of the Hill revival. Yeah, I guess I'm the biggest King of the Hill fan over here in this podcast audience, and I was really iffy on them bringing King of the Hill back because the way King of the Hill ended, that was a perfect ending, audience. Like so perfect that I don't even want them to ever show a story afterwards. It was really
And some
the
voice
ending.
actors passed.
Oh yeah, that was also another sad thing because apparently the voice actor for Dale Gribble, they brought him back for this revival. Unfortunately, he passed away. He passed away during the production of this. So I don't know what they're going to do with his character then at that point because Dale Gribble, he's like one of the best characters in King of the Hill. So it'd just kind of be a shame to see if that character just gets written off for no apparent reason. Well, not no apparent reason. The actor passed, but still, I would like to see it make sense in the revival.
They'll probably
Um,
do something.
yep, gotcha. In terms of what made the finale so special, it was the fact that Bobby and his father Hank, they finally found something to bond over, something that they have in common because the whole dynamic was basically night and day. Bobby was a child that had almost nothing in common with his quarterback, man's man of a dad, while Bobby husky, he's comedic, he likes dancing, cracking jokes, basically the opposite of his dad. But by the end, they found that they have a passion for barbecue, right? So that was a sweet ending. Here, though, I can already see what the conflict for this season is going to be, right? Because it looks like Bobby's going to grow up and become a professional chef. I mean, not just a professional chef. He's going to be like one of those, what do you call it, those celebrity chefs or whatever?
Yeah.
The ones with the fun personalities and who can also definitely entertain while cooking and that stuff, you know?
Yes.
So let me read the description here because there's a plaque beneath this image of Bobby, right? It says, Chef Bobby Hill has loved food his whole life. From weeknights around dinner table eating his mom's Peggy and meatballs to overindulging in lutefics at church potlucks to celebrations with family and friends at Lully's cafeteria. Food and the people it's enjoyed with are the foundation for his best memories. In fact, his career as a robota chef was inspired by his most cherished memory of all, weekends spent grilling with his dad. A self-taught chef and one of the youngest contestants on King of the Grill, Chef Hill believes good food can solve any problems. He draws on the influences of his childhood by combining classic Texas dishes with flavors from around the world. With Robota John, Chef Hill hopes to honor the art of Japanese robota and the German heritage of Texas Hill Country while pushing culinary boundaries through innovative fusion dishes. Okay, I had to do a little bit of research on what robota style cooking is, and it's a cooking style that apparently is heavily influenced by that of charcoal. Oh boy.
It's not
This
propane.
Yes, this could be like the moment. I understand they're writing this here just to add some conflict to the mix, but you know, propane is Hank's. It's everything to Hank. To him, propane is God's gas. You know, he lives and breathes for that stuff. I mean, for God's sakes, he once almost got into a fight with George Foreman because George Foreman thought his grill could match up against a propane grill. You know, so here though, this might be the point where Hank Hill just flat out might want to disown his son after this. Like, how can you do this, son? Like, this is something that's going to have to be brought up even in his job, you know, as a propane salesman, and then his son is a famous chef that uses charcoal. Oof, oof. That, and then especially since that was the one thing that they finally bonded over, you know.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's definitely going to be a low blow. Yeah.
Hank would have hated Bobby no matter what he did. He combining the straight barbecue that Hank like with other stuff that Hank doesn't like. That was the thing they used to argue about. Bobby's instincts in food and culinary stuff.
Yeah, like I could see Hank being annoyed by that, right? Like, can't you just cook normal food, Bobby? But it's so sacrilegious for Hank to see somebody use charcoal. I mean, for God's sakes, when Peggy started liking charcoal, Hank basically treated that as if Peggy was bringing cocaine or whatever into the house. You know, how can you bring charcoal into our house? Look at the soot of my boy's hands. You don't get that from a clean burning fuel source, you know? So, yeah. I could definitely see conflicts being drawn there. But as far as Bobby's future in the chef world, I could see him being a celebrity chef. You know, he got his claim to fame on one of those cooking shows. In this case, King of the Grill, which looks like is going to be based off of Master Chef. You know, where it's all home cooks coming in and competing in the restaurant world. So that's where he got his claim to fame. And you know, Bobby is just naturally a funny guy. You know, so he'll just put some of that personality into his cooking demonstrations, this and that. So yeah, I can see him having a successful career in that endeavor. But again, the whole charcoal thing, it's going to be a big no-no for Hank. You know? How's he going to be a propane salesman when his son uses charcoal? You know?
Right.
Oh, he'll
What a
live.
fraud.
No, if you knew Hank Witch, he wouldn't.
Also, we have a new comment, by the way.
Ooh, okay.
A new comment from Witch of Jotunheim.
Oh,
It rhymes. I wonder who
yep,
wrote that.
yep. But yeah, that's what it is. As far as the whole Dale Gribble situation, as to what they're going to do with the character now that the actor passed, I think they should just they should find another replacement actor for him.
We'll have to wait
Nah,
and see, I guess.
yeah, I think they should because again, Dale Gribble was a big star in the show, you know. So if he just only was able to do 4 episodes, I mean, come on, you owe it to the character to continue on. I mean, especially since I kind of want to see the point where Dale finally realizes that his obvious indigenous son is not actually his biological son, you know. So
Oh,
yeah,
I know about that though. I know a
yeah.
little.
Which it was such a long running joke that everybody in town knew that Dale's wife has been sleeping with this indigenous guy John Redcorn for
I know. I
years.
watched the whole video about it. I know who. I know this
Oh,
happened.
okay. Did
Yes.
you
Watch the
see
whole video, bestie. I know.
did you see how Dale found a way to explain how his son is indigenous?
I did not see that part. It was just mostly like talking about what happened in general.
It was like a spiritual quest that John Redcorn was trying to take his son to, but also disguising that as a camping trip, right? And then Dale ended up having his own vision quest too, right? So he went to John Redcorn saying like, I had this vision during that trip. I saw my wife make love to a man wearing a buffalo mask.
Not a buffalo mask.
Yep. And then next thing I know, she was giving birth to our son Joseph, who was wearing that same buffalo mask.
You know
So
what? Let him
that
live in his delusion because sometimes
yes,
delusion helps us get through
here
life.
here's how he explained it, which so he figured, wait, so that must mean I'm the guy in the buffalo mask. So I'm part indigenous then.
Like I said, audience. Sometimes you gotta live in your delusion.
Yeah. That was such a funny gag. But yeah, that's really about it. All I have to say about this topic. You guys want to chime in?
No, not really. In terms of Dale's actor, I feel like that if they should probably replace him. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Don't throw the character away. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, and based on what I heard, it seems like they're also working on season 2. You know, so again, there's gonna have to be more antics with Dale going forward. We did get a glimpse of what his wife Nancy kind of looks like. Okay, she looks like an older Southern belle. So there's that.
If they're
But
doing
yeah,
season 2, you haven't heard about new actor for Dale, he's probably not getting one.
yeah, which is very sad. Uh, uh, I guess I could just write it off and say that he just went off to some alien expedition show or went off the grid because that's something Dale would do, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
all right then. I guess with that we can move on.
To the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah! Woo! Pingu! Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I learned the other day that Mattel and Aardman, the people who I know it's Pingu time!
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Exactly echo of my voice. Anyway, so if you don't know who Aardman is, basically they're an animation studio known for making Wallace and Gromit. If you don't know who Wallace and Gromit is, you are really missing out on life, bestie.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, so those two companies are teaming up to make a Pingu revival. I don't know what Pingu is. Google Pingu, please, because
Yep.
Pingu is a great show. They're just a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of penguins just chilling out, having fun times. And we don't know much about what's happening, at the
Mhm.
moment, unfortunately. But according to this article from hitscreen.com, because of course that's the website I chose, it says this revival is looking to capitalize on growing social media interest in the Pingu brand that has been bubbling up over the past few years, ranging from viral tweets to TikTok filters to Pingu meme pages on Instagram. I actually follow a couple Pingu Instagram pages.
Mhm.
And if you're curious, I truly believe that our main man Pingu is some flavor of neurodivergent. And if you were wondering earlier when I was talking about Kami Pingu,
Uh-huh.
there is an edited picture of Pingu holding like a mallet, and then someone edited a picture of a sickle in his other flipper.
Oh
What the
damn.
fuck do penguins have? Flippers, right? They're flippers?
Yeah, flippers.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and so people were joking that Kami Pingu, communist Pingu. Trust me,
No.
it's funny. I'll send it to you guys later, but
Gotcha.
I hope that it's not 3D animated, but knowing Aardman, I think we're gonna be in good hands. I think we're gonna be okay.
Keep.
That it's gonna be claymation. Also, I just sent the picture, by the way,
Mhm.
in the Discord that the audience is not allowed to join because
Mhm.
it's just for us.
Stay
But
out.
Kami can do.
Me.
So hopefully, crossing fingers that it's still gonna be claymation and not CGI animated, because I swear to the gods, if it's anything other than claymation, I'm going to totally not unalive. Totally
Yeah.
not. Because I
Some.
actually do hold Pingu close to my heart, because I actually did
Mhm.
watch Pingu as a kid.
Yeah.
So do not fail
Some.
me, Pingu creators. Do not fail
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Also,
Creators.
Mattel picked up Bob the Builder as a franchise as well, so I guess cool. So
I think they.
slay, I guess.
I think they said they were gonna make a movie of Bob the Builder some point.
I don't know.
That was confirmed.
Unfortunately,
We also know the actor. It was the guy from G.I. Joe. I'm from Transformers Rise of Beast, the G.I. Joe kid.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder why they casted a Puerto Rican guy to be a famous construction worker audience. Yeah. Yeah.
So he
I
can
wonder.
fight Handy Mandy in the crossover.
I always thought that Bob the Builder was Hispanic of some flavor.
His name is
Especially when I
Bob.
was a kid.
He's a white
Him and
man.
Andy Manny, they're definitely dating. They're dating. They're married. Fight me
Yeah.
on this. We will. You know what, audience? We'll discuss this on Twitter later. So if you want to talk about the Bob the Builder Handy Manny ship, you hit me up on Twitter. We'll talk about this shit. But anyways, this better be fucking good, because I don't need to hear these penguins speaking in English. That's not the language they speak. They speak Penguinese. I
Yep.
better hear them speak that language. I do not want to hear a single English phrase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay?
if he makes you feel better, which like when they brought back Chicken Run, they still kept the same animation and they still kept their same
Yeah, because
voices.
it's the same company.
Yep. So yeah, if you could trust them to at least keep
I
the
have
animation.
And
hopes
they made
that
a
Aardman is
bad
going to
movie.
do justice. It is Newt, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Newt. Hey,
Yeah.
Austin, can you do the famous Newt?
No.
Nope.
Newt.
In my shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Newt. Okay, that's it.
Gotcha.
Nope.
But
In my shoe.
alrighty then. I guess with that we can move on.
All right. It's Venom time.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
ignoring what these people are talking about. Agent Venom film in the works. Minor spoilers for Venom. I'm about to say it, and then if you don't want to hear it, mute for 5 seconds and come back. But in the Last Dance, they say a soldier named Thompson got his legs bit off by a symbiote at some point, and that's the only mention of this to set this up.
Go for it. Go
No,
for it. Why?
no,
Why?
because everything about Flash Thompson's story is come from his admiration of Spider-Man, like his life turning around, and you don't have the figure or any means to do that. Unless you want to say he looked up to Venom for some reason.
Well, this could just be them recycling like the whole Flash Thompson character or at least his tropes into this other Thompson character. Remember, like people said
Yeah,
the
but
same
that's
thing
why I say
about.
don't do it. Why would I want that?
Remember, this people said the same thing about like how can you make a Venom movie where Spider-Man doesn't exist in this franchise?
And you see where they ended up. Yeah, they probably shouldn't do this.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what?
They're gonna
Like,
can, don't mean they should.
because honestly, Agent Venom is a cool concept, right? But like the only Flash Thompson we know of who's influenced by Spider-Man is the one from the MCU, and I just cannot picture that kid going to the military, getting his limbs cut off, and then becoming a badass agent. You know?
He probably can. You
No
never know. See what
way.
happens.
I can't.
Nothing
I'm
about the
thinking of
old
that.
Flash made it seem like he was going to go to the military. He just randomly like that, like Spider Man, and then he went to the military.
I guess, but if he were to be Agent Venom, we'll go the comedic route of that.
They're gonna do the comedic part anyway, because that's how these movies are written.
I
If
would
you're
think like
expecting an Agent Venom film, giving respect to the soldier, you're not going to. That's not what's going to happen regardless.
I guess. Well, hey, is what it is. I mean, when I heard about the Agent Venom film going into works, I'm thinking, oh, so does that mean Eddie Brock's going? This is going to be Eddie Brock's new gimmick going forward, since he's still around, even though Venom died. So if they're going to give it to the soldier,
Those when the symbiote between MCU and the other one might be to make an Agent Venom, and then also have Eddie Brock become Venom again at the same time, and they have both.
Gotcha. Which Jake, do you have any input on this?
No, I'm on Twitter right now.
I mean, it's Sony. They've proven that they will get worse and worse if it means that they get paid. So
I mean, money is money at this point.
For them, it is. The minimum effort works. Okay.
Yep. Well, all right then. Guess today you guys want to move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, audience, we're done with the media news. Now we're moving on to the comic news.
Yeah.
Jake,
What? This is my
new topic.
Oh, right, no, sorry. This is my topic. Sorry, I'm looking at the YouTube from a different screen at the moment. Okay,
I thought YouTube was behind.
Yep. Okay, so Ultimate Nick Fury revealed to be a villain. What does this writer? What does this isn't the first time this writer's pulled a stunt like this on me. This isn't even the second time, and I'm pretty sure this isn't going to even be the third time. Like every time I get excited over a concept in this Ultimate run, right? Something happens that just throws a nuke in my face. I talked extensively about you guys know I was like really excited. Hey, the original Nick Fury's coming back. Oh geez, yes. Give some respect to that character. When that news broke out, like, yes, I'm glad that they decided to go with the father and not the son. All right, Yeah, audience, tell me what makes the son so badass. Seriously, tell me, why is he better than his dad? Like, so yeah. Now to look at the previews of his upcoming issue, right? It shows that he is on the side of the Maker.
Lovely besties, lovely.
Yeah. I remember we were all talking about how, Nick Fury would have been the type of person who would have taken notice as to what the Maker was doing and probably went off the grid and started gathering forces to go up against the Maker, But that's Thanos' camp for you, man. He's like, you know what? Let's twist that around to having him be on the Maker's side.
That makes sense, though. The Maker would know Nick Fury. He wouldn't let Nick Fury do that. So he'll get Nick Fury while he's younger and make him follow him. To have Nick Fury on his side. If I'm evil, that would have been the plan I would have. To fill him on time traveling.
I guess, but like for me, I just thought it would be more badass if Nick Fury just was able to catch on to what the Maker was doing and was able to avoid his grasp for so long. You know?
I say
Hey,
technically, we still
hey,
have to just be the
you
double
don't know
agent.
what's
Like we
happening.
don't have the dialogue.
Mhm.
You don't know what's gonna happen, Cryptid.
Well,
Well, we know he's
twice.
gonna be waiting for his chance to
What?
betray him.
Keep in mind, there have been two other occasions in this run that I was so excited to read. Right, only for those two issues to kind of throw a nuke in my face. So this was like the third time there was a concept I was excited to read, and now I feel like, oh my god, this is just going to be another time he's just going to throw a nuke in my face.
I'm just saying, keep your
Well, then
hopes.
No,
don't pick up the book.
I'm not picking up the book.
Cool.
That's
For
good.
my own sanity's sake. Like I was already planning on buying like three copies of this book, because hey, I wanted to support the original, man. But given my experience with Dennis Camp's Ultimate Run, it's just going to repeat history at that point. So yeah, God dang it, Dennis Camp, why? All right, do you guys have any thoughts on this?
Not really.
The art is still dope, and Ultimate Universe slaps what cover so far. So,
Dude, this new Ultimate Universe, like all the variant covers, I don't know who they've been paying, but they've been slapping hard.
right, pay him more.
You know how many covers of Ultimate X-Men I have? I have a lot.
Yeah.
I even spent $10
What?
on the Surge cover from Ultimate X-Men.
It's true.
I
Well,
just
well,
recently bought the variant cover for issues 5, I think it was.
Well,
Of the
well,
Ultimate because it slaps.
which when they're throwing out waves and waves of variant covers, there are bound to have to be a couple that are cool. I don't know if you knew this, Witch, but they just announced that we're going to have a whole lineup of Peach Momoko variants coming up.
Yes!
Okay, so you're going to have to buy every single issue then for variants.
That's gonna get enjoyed.
Well, I'm picky, so maybe, yeah.
Yeah, no, you have to buy all of them, Witch. I had to buy all. I had to buy. I had to buy all the variants of Deadpool's comics when they
Okay,
come
you
out.
didn't have to. That was a decision that you made.
Oh yeah.
But I can also choose to save my money.
You don't
Okay.
want to. You don't want to
Okay.
spend money
I
on
don't know what the
20 different
variant covers look
variants.
like. I don't know what the variant covers look like. They could be characters I hate, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm staying optimistic until otherwise.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to sit back and wait.
Gotcha. Oh, and they also mentioned that there's going to be another wave of Todd Nook variant covers. Audience.
Cool. I'm not good at remembering a whole bunch of names. You're lucky I remember a few. You're gonna have to work with.
Gotcha. But all right then. Guess with that, let's move on. Jeez, we only have 2 topics left, audience.
Technically 3 if we have time. 3 if we have time.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have more than enough time, Witch.
Yay!
Yeah. So, Austin,
Now,
I'll
I
take
mean,
this
take
one.
up all that time. Uh, apparently, Black Panther tech and Wakanda came from Predators to a degree. At some point, Black Panther fought Predator, and they incorporate their tech into their own stuff.
Wow. You see, it
This
was
is the
one
second
thing.
time after the Weapon X with Wolverine.
You see, it was one thing when they did it with Wolverine because, like, they said that the helmet that Wolverine had when he was, Weapon X, right? That was partly inspired by Predator's helmet. All right, I mean that was his own faction in the military. All right, they were experimenting on that. But to say like a whole nation's technology is now based on a Predator's tech, yeah, that's quite a mouthful to swallow.
Not the whole thing, not based on. They got something, they incorporated their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Same
Yeah,
what they did with everything else.
Yeah, according to what the article said, apparently, like that cloaking technology Wakanda has. Yeah, that was based on the cloaking technology that Predator has.
I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what
I
else
think that's
they.
better. I think that's better than just saying, "Oh, because they had this rare metal, they're just 100 years more advanced than us."
I guess. So yeah. Is there
I think
anything
I've
more
been
to the
more
history?
mad.
Oh, go ahead.
I think I've been more mad they said some stuff like, "Oh, actually, we had a predator and he built our stuff for him." And like, no, we saw him do it, and we were like, "That's kind of cool. We'll do it ourselves."
I
But we had a
guess.
predator back just
Yeah.
building our tech for us.
This will at some point. This will mean like Predator has some vibranium in their arsenal, then, right?
And most likely already did. It's from space. I don't think it'll be that hard for them to find that whole planet.
I guess. So, I mean, yeah. Anything else going on in this comic, Austin?
Not really. That's the main important thing. We're not here to talk about the comic.
Okay. All right. Jake, you have any input on this?
I think the Predator should take the Wakandans to court.
Well, he came to steal vibranium. That's an even trade, I guess, something like that.
But listen. On the way there, listen. That doesn't give you the right to steal my copyright infringement. Okay, there's still laws in the books.
He stole theirs.
You can sue. They can sue the Predator, but he can still sue them.
He don't have human rights.
Wait, can you copyright a material?
Yes.
Anyway,
there's patent, sir.
Okay.
I guess the real question is, what's the next crossover, and how would they be influenced by the Predator's arrival?
Ooh, to keep on that trend, eh?
Yeah, that seems to be the main thing. How Predators impacted Marvel, and we just didn't know it. So,
what are they going to say? Are they going to say the super soldier serum next was like based on?
I did a little bit too far. I did a little bit too far. We're not doing a joke. I did too far. I did too far. But I do think Predator will show up in World War II or One. I do think that's going to happen.
Remember, the Predators were experimenting on making their own version of a super soldier. Remember? So, yeah.
I think that would kind of be a little bit too much for people to swallow. I think these other things a little bit more contained.
Yeah.
I guess I can't think of any place where I can just be like, "Oh, he showed up and changed history a little bit." I don't see where you can do it.
Yeah.
World War II just seems kind of a little bit too easy because of the Predator One. With the soldiers and stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I still think it will be funny as hell if that black goo from Aliens mythos. Right now you have like a symbiote that attaches itself to a face hugger, right? So what if they go on and say that is where the black goo came from, audience? Yeah.
Yep, Noel made it as his backup weapon, and then he died.
Yep. Then alrighty then. I mean, with that being said, guys, we'll move on to the second to last topic.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I fucking knew it, Cryptid.
I might as well be the one to announce this. Let's see. Deadpool revealed to be coming back from the grave. I think we all kind of saw that. We all kind of saw that coming. It's kind of funny that, almost immediately after Deadpool died in his own comic, right? You never did get the sense that he was gone because we had that Venom War Deadpool tie-in going on afterwards, Which I definitely recommend you check that one out. Something big happened with Deadpool and Princess. I don't want to spoil it for you, man.
It's really gross.
As long
as you actually think about it, it's actually really gross.
Why do you think it's gross, Austin? You have a problem with daddy bonding with his daughter?
Doing that with your child is gross.
I don't like the way you guys keep saying things.
What? It's Deadpool, man. Come on.
Now you're making it worse. Every time you say something.
With the way people take other symbiote relationships, this is the grossest thing they could have done. Yeah.
Which is why, you need to go read it to find out what happened.
I'll read it on my own time.
Gotcha. But anyway, in terms of this news, yeah, we kind of all saw it coming. I'm just curious how Deadpool will react to what Ellie has been doing. You know, like I gave you one rule,
Casual
Ellie.
murder.
Yes, exactly. You know, that's the thing that was Deadpool's whole thing. He doesn't want Ellie to be like him. I don't want her to be a murderer. And what does she do immediately after Deadpool dies? Oh, I casually just punch a guy in the gut with a grenade in my hand.
I was like, yeah, don't worry about it, Dad.
Yeah. You know.
Don't forget. Yeah, he doesn't want her to be like him. The first thing she did was murder people with his name, and then obsess over Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that was another thing too. Like, stop being like me, Ellie. You know. You saw what my life led me to. All right, you know.
You saw what I did to your life. Oh God, I don't know what she likes this man. I think she likes him as an idea of a dad, but it's like, come on, now, you should want to at least be him. So like, you don't have to like you be him to like him.
Exactly. You know. So, but I'm just worried as to what the writer Cody Ziegler is going to do to handle it, because I could just imagine he's going to want to probably say, "Ah, that's my little girl" or whatever. You know.
I'd be hurt.
You are my daughter after all. Like,
Cryptid, I am not your daughter.
no, I'm talking about like Deadpool saying that to Ellie in this book.
I know.
Yeah.
Joking.
So yeah, is what it is. It didn't take long for Deadpool to come back. This is going to be like what, for issue 10 or something like that.
Yes, I think.
So.
I don't know.
If Cryptid isn't your father, that make you Cryptid's father.
We'll discuss familial ties later, but all you need to know is that I'm not related to Cryptid.
Nope, in no way, shape, or form, audience. So
unless we take a DNA test, and then we'll have to figure that out if that happens.
Okay.
But at this moment, no.
Oh god,
No.
one of my friends is trying to convince me to take a DNA test just for the heck of
I
it.
said that I wanted to take a DNA test to figure out who the fuck I am, and my mom was like, "No, if you commit a crime, it's gonna get traced back to me." I'm like, "Mom, it's gonna get traced back to me regardless." I think that's how DNA works.
The only thing that prevents me from taking DNA test is really just saying that, hey, I'm just 100% Incan. That's it.
Well, don't say that. You probably got some Spanish in you.
Yeah, probably.
There's a little something called colonization.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? You haven't taken one. We don't know.
Yep. Yeah.
You're the people that name where he. Congratulations.
I proudly state I'm an American, so I don't care what Namor says or Namor or whatever he wants.
It's Namor
Whatever he wants to call
in the movies. It's Namor in the comic. But anyways, I feel like we should get to our last topic that we probably don't have the picture for, but it's okay. Since we have the time, Jake's Tylenol.
Doubt me? Did you doubt me?
Go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, I saw this a few days ago, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So basically, the Takarazuka Theater Troupe, if you don't know, is an all-female theater troupe that's been around since over 100 years ago, since 1913, right? And then they were like, "Hey, besties, we are going to make a show, a theater performance of Castlevania." Because Castlevania is cool and it fits our vibe. If you know anything about Takarazuka, you know that this definitely fits their vibe. And yes, if you're wondering, all the women play the roles, men and women, does not matter. I would recommend you look them up because they are fucking awesome. Okay, they did a Rose of Versailles series, just letting you know that now. They did a show on that. But anyways, so it's called Castlevania Awakening Under the Moonlight, or Akamajo Dracula Gecko no Kakusei, I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably butchered that, but that's okay. Yeah, it's a brand new story, set in the Castlevania universe. Maybe it's gonna be canon, maybe it's not gonna be canon. Who knows, honestly? We don't know if this is gonna be canon to the series. Anything can be canon at this point. But
they don't care.
Who knows? But unfortunately, It's not gonna run in the States because it is Japan only, but it's gonna start on the 7th of June of next year, and it's gonna run till the 20th at one place, and then they're going to go to another place, in Tokyo, and it's gonna go from August 16th to September 28th. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to go to Japan at that time, but I'll probably see some clips online because your boy's a big Castlevania fan. I'm gonna pull up watching with my eyeballs in some way, shape, or form. But I saw this and I low-key freaked out because I was like, oh my god, a stage show based off of one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, and also by a really awesome freaking theater troupe that's iconic
Will
as
you be able to
the
understand it now?
Huh?
Will you be able to understand it now?
Yeah.
You will?
Also, hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Like, will you be able to understand it? It's just like full Japanese?
It's good. Well, probably gonna have subtitles online, but
I'll just make sure.
yeah. Because obviously, my bitch ass don't know Japanese for shit, But we don't know much about it because this is also still new, unfortunately. But maybe in the future we might get some more information. But fun fact to all anime fans, if you like Ouran High School Host Club, there's a group of 3 girls in the show that are based off of the Takarazuka. So just fun fact if you didn't know, because they are iconic enough to have references.
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah, Jacofer.
Yeah, cryptid.
That's Jake's favorite show, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, no, that's all. I don't got much, but yeah, this was supposed to be media news, and yeah, this wasn't put in media news because it was a last minute decision. But yeah, anyways,
I can't believe we could go to sleep for the first time.
For the first time. Also, happy daylight savings to everyone who has daylight savings, because I'm a baller and I don't.
What the fuck?
Us people who garden this stuff need daylight savings. Audience, all right. So yeah, all right, yeah. That was probably the shortest live stream we had on the news of the week in a while. So, alrighty.
All because Jake is the host. That's crazy. How much that changed?
You're welcome.
What the heck?
You know what? We're gonna get out of here. Some music.
All right.
All right.
Y'all not gonna talk about this bullshit he playing?
You asked me for this. This is the song that you said.
Was that fight the power?
That's how I win.
Okay.
It's a knuckle song. But hey, you know what? Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Bye guys. See you Wednesday.
Yeah. See you Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, audience.
Bye.
Bye.